Something I need from the students is I need them to learn to admit when they make mistakes or if they're wrong about something. And since that's an important thing in my classroom, is just kind of learning through that failure, I try to model that for them. And I think that's something important, is just being able to be like, oh, I can change my opinion, or I can admit that I thought I was right, but I wasn't right on it, and that's okay.
Something that I need from the students as a teacher and athletic trainer in the building is the fact that they are going to be trusting and loyal to each other.
I think the main things I need from the students are to pay attention and to follow instructions.
I need the students to be present, be mentally engaged in class, and be there with me.
I just need them to come prepared and wanting to learn and make progress.
I need the student to be present, be willing to take risks, but mostly to trust each other, because when learning a new language and doing something different, you have to be willing to take those risks with each other and practice and learn all together.
Something you need to know about me is my background is not in education. I coached for a number of years individual events through Limestone High School, and my degree is actually in mortuary science. But that was just counseling people at the hardest of their times, and I would say high school can be a pretty hard time for people, so just made a sense for a natural transition.
And something about me is that I'm a certified athletic trainer and have been for about 20 years. I'm also currently doing a doctorate.
I'm married, have 2 children, and when I'm not at Richwoods, I am hanging out with my family.
I believe math is a team sport and a collaborative activity.
I'm a perfectionist. I don't know. I have OCD. I like everything
Some of you may know this, but not all of you, that I have a hearing loss myself. And so I often struggle with the same things that some of my students do with listening environments and communication.
My advice I have for students is try everything possible that you can. You are going to be an adult someday, and you're not going to have opportunities to play softball like this, or try tennis for the first time, or run cross country, or do the fall play or speech, or be involved in Interact, all the incredible things that we have here, and that you can create your own club. Being a teenager, you have the energy to do that, you have the time to do that, and you have that passion and zeal, and so just go for it and do it, because someday you're gonna have other things that you gotta worry about, and you won't be able to live those dreams out.
So advice that I have for students is to remember that high school only happens one time, so make the most of the memories that you have while you're here. And always remember that you can touch someone's life every day. You never know if that person down the road is going to be the person that's going to hire you or recommend you for a job, so seek every opportunity you have while here.
My advice for students is to take one day, one task, one class at a time. Yes, you do need to think ahead for how you're going to use your time, but you can't accomplish everything all at once. You got to pick one thing to work on, and then the next, and then the next. So that's my advice.
Give high school everything that you can. Work hard, even when you're struggling. Do your best, push through.
Advice that I have for students is ask questions, find a person that can be your person to help you out, and you can go to for support.
I think that students need to start preparing now for life after high school. So that means getting into good routines and good habits now. Practice being on time, practice being present, and being professional, sending emails, all the things that you're gonna have to do after high school, college, career, whatever.
Somebody that's made a difference for me in my past and present life, my sister is the broadcasting teacher at Limestone, so we're just a couple of broadcasting sisters. And my mom is a PhD professor at Illinois Wesleyan. She just won the Excellence in Teaching Award at Illinois Wesleyan this last weekend. And they, every day, if I have a difficult situation, if I need help being creative on a lesson or engaging, they are my constant people that help me to think about how I can be better as a teacher, and I feel inspired by them every day.
A person that made a difference in my life was actually my high school athletic trainer, Joe Haywood. He inspired me to become a high school teacher and an athletic trainer.
Somebody that's made an impact on me is Parker Gross, still impacting me from afar. But yeah, I mean, there are other people, but he's just an example of those people in the building that you get close to, that adult interaction that help you through the day.
Mrs. Robinson, she's not here this year, but she made a huge difference for me in the last couple of years. She got me through a lot of tough times and was a positive light.
My mom made a difference for me because she just always accepted me, encouraged me, and had high expectations for me. So she always knew what was best for me.
I would have to definitely say my husband, because he's a really big motivator, but he pushed me to take a risk with the real estate business that we started. It was something that I wasn't really comfortable with. I was so unsure, but he said, let's do this for ourselves and for our family. And so he pushed me to do it, and we did it. And now we're in a really good place with it.